It's moving season. Folks are out donating their pre-loved items to St. Vinny's. So it's also a prime time to thrift that affordable furniture and clothing. And speaking of donating, did you know that Vinny's does free at-home pickups across Dane County? Pack up your items, give them a call, and they'll pick up your goods for free. If you have bulky furniture like tables and couches, y'all, skip the landfill. Give your goods a second life. And when you support St. Vinny's, you support families in need in Dane County. To schedule a home pickup, visit the website svdpmadison.org/home-pickups. Today on CityCast Madison. August has many delights, including one long-running beloved tradition, Dane Dances. This year marks Dane Dance's 25th year. Woo! And it's already off to an amazing start. Every Friday evening in August, our community can partake for free in the family-friendly and truly joyous music series on the Monona Terrace rooftop. The event draws a multi-generational, diverse crowd out simply to boogie, hear sought-after musicians, and revel in the good vibes. We sat down with Dane Dance's president, Al Cooper, to ask about this year's theme and what's on deck for the rest of this momentous season. It's Wednesday, August 14th. I'm Bianca Martin, and here's what Madison's talking about. Hi, Al.
Hi, Bianca. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you too. I remember talking with you last year for a minute.
Yeah. And so for those who don't, who might not be in the know, give us a quick rundown of what is Dane Dances.
Dane Dances is one of Madison's premier summer events. And Dane Dances was created and founded to help bring the community together around race relation issues and to try to help improve race relations. And we're open to the whole community and anyone who wants to attend. And through that social interaction, it was the belief that people would develop a better feeling about the community and a more respect for each other and learn to get along and learn to live together. If you can party and dance together, we can get along better in the community. We have a better understanding of each other as well. And that's what we have found that Dane Dances do for the community. I always say they come happy and they leave even happier.
Yes, there's so much beauty there. And I've seen you say the motto of Dane Dances is get up, get down, get together.
Yes, we do. And we also say for people to come to the event and be able to enjoy it. And we coined another phrase this year I did that was about for people to come with love, be peaceful, and enjoy your happiness. So that was like get up, get down, and that's the magic of Dane Dances.
Yes. And this year's a really special year. Dane Dances is celebrating 25 years, which is incredible.
That's correct, Mbaka. It's a long 25 years. I've been involved 15 of the 25, and when I got involved, there were always a challenge of what we're going to get through this year. I used to tell people we operated on a hope and a prayer. We hope we can get the event done and pray that we could pay for it. So we have managed to continue to be able to do that for 25 years, and that's really amazing. But our community has been really, really super great, and that's why we call it and know that it's truly a community event because it is paid for by the community through our donations from our corporate sponsors as well as our foundations as well as individual donation. So, and we operate 100% volunteer. So it's truly, truly a community event.
Yeah, and this year's theme is a season of celebration. So it's something to celebrate, being able to pull that off for 25 years. How would you say Dane Dances has evolved over that time?
We've evolved by continually trying to incorporate the ideas and the issues and the feeling of the whole community. We go from having diverse food to diverse music to having diverse individuals within the bands that play for us. So we look at the total circle of diversity. We don't just have one aspect of it and say it's fine. From our marketing, we try to do diverse marketing. We market with all the minority papers and able to get the message out into the neighborhoods and into the communities. And I try to hit the neighborhood centers, the senior centers, try to incorporate everyone in the community so they feel some ownership of this event.
Yeah. And it's truly a multi-generational event. Like, that's one of the magic.
We have all ages. And pre-COVID, you know, it was a lot more. After COVID, I think this year you'll see more of it coming back where we got a lot of younger people. We used to have older people, like 80, 90, 100-year-old people that would come out, you know, and we had people come in wheelchairs and they would feel a part of it. They even get on the dance floor with their wheelchairs. So we invite everyone to our event, and we try to make everyone feel welcome at the event. That's another challenge. And that's why our volunteers, we have greeters that greet you at the entrance on the terrace, as well as on the rooftop. We have greeters that say, welcome to Dane Dances. If you have questions, they try to answer it and make you feel like you're at home and you're at a place that you belong at, you know.
I love it. Well, let's talk about the season of celebration, 25 years, Dane Dances. This year's lineup, it's truly a global showcase of talent, which we love so much. We've already seen Nepali dancers and Latin music. You know, how's it been going?
It's been going great. Last week was so hot, it was a little light on the crowd, but that's understandable. You know, again, when you get little children and stuff and really elderly people can't stand a lot of heat. And I'm almost in that group as well, but I have to work it. But we just had Luisito Rosario and VO5 perform on the night.
Vamos a ver. Vamos allá. Traigo el machete en la mano. Vamos a ver quién da más. Traigo el machete en la mano.
Coming up on the 16th, we got both two local bands, the Funky JBs, which play a lot of the Clyde Stubblefield tribute, which is derived from the godfather of funk himself, James Brown, and formed by our Madison own Joey Banks on the drums.
I got the feeling. I got the feeling, baby. Woo. I got the feeling. I got the feeling, baby. Woo.
We love that. So we just want to shout out that we did this big event around Joey Banks' son, Trevor Banks, and they're making this documentary called Give the Drummer Some for Clyde Stubblefield. So we'll have to throw that into the show notes. But we are we love Joey Banks and we love the Funky JBs. So I wanted to ask, is that gonna be the funkiest summer night this Madison?
Yeah, it's going to be off the chain. Then we got Orquesta Sal Sol del Mar, which is a Latin group, but they sing the songs in English so people will be able to understand it. And everybody, whether you speak Spanish or not, or you can understand the lyrics. And they do Latin with a twist to the beat as well.
She reminds me of a West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish Harlem. She's living the life just like a movie star. Oh, Maria, Maria. She fell in love in East LA. To the sound of the guitar. Played by Orquesta Sal.
So it's just a whole challenge. And the following week is, again, we're going to have on the 23rd, Group of Candela with Eddie Butts out of Milwaukee. And Eddie was one of the original bands of Dane Dances way back in the day, so we wanted to make sure. And they one of Dane Dance's favorite dance bands as well.
Dennis used to spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I've known. Yeah, yeah. Hello. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom.
then we close the season out with Aniba and the Soul Stars out of Chicago. They are a funk rock band that have sold a new edge on soul.
Fly like a bird in the sky to safety. Call me in the day or night. I'll be waiting.
And a local group, Revolú group out of Madison, which have a variety of Latin music from Puerto Rican to African. And the good mix. So it's going to be an exciting season for the 25th.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you said it. Dane dances. The music is phenomenal, and it's also about dance. You know,
yeah, it's about dance. And even if you don't dance, it's great just to be in the vibe. The vibrations that are on the rooftop is you don't find it anywhere else. I just hate to say that, not because we do it, but we create an environment that is uniquely to Dane dances. So come on out and experience the magic of Dane dances.
Yes. And I know I owe you a dance. That's what we discussed last year.
I don't dance, but I'll make sure you can get the dance.
Well, what do you say to folks, who might be a little shy when it comes to stepping on the floor? It just, it's a good time. You don't have to dance, but there is good opportunity if you want to, bust out your dancing shoes too.
Well, we understand the reality, and I, for certain, do. Since I don't dance, I create an environment for others to dance. So if you don't dance, you can still have a great time. It's a great environment. You can enjoy the music. You can enjoy the crowd. You can just talk to people, make new friends. That's what Dane dance is all about.
Yeah. Well, last year's theme was a season of togetherness, and we talked about that a little bit today and back, last year around the original intention of the dances to promote better racial relations in Madison. How do you reflect on that? It's been 25 years. How do you think Dane Dances has impacted our city and our community in terms of promoting diversity and inclusion?
What we hear from people, they look forward to coming to Dane Dances. And the thing about Dane Dances, we got people who come from all over the country, come. People that come to conventions and stumble up on Dane Dances or be in town for something else and they stumble on Dane Dances. They make it their business to come back on their vacation to check out one of Dane Dance's events. And we get people from all over the state. We get people coming from La Crosse, Eau Claire, Stevens Point, Wausau area, from Milwaukee. So we have people that once they experience it, I always say, if I can get you to come once, I don't have to ask you to come back because you'll find your way back on your own.
The vibes are just too powerful.
Overnight, Dunkin's pumpkin spice coffee has sent folks into a cozy craze. I'm Lauren LaTulip reporting live from home in my hand-knit turtleneck that my Nana made me. Cinnamony.
The home with Dunkin' is where you want to be.
Want to teach your kids financial literacy, but not sure where to start? Greenlight can help. With Greenlight, parents can keep an eye on kids' spending and saving, while kids and teens use a card of their own to build money confidence. As a parent, you can send instant money transfers, set up chores, automate allowance, and more. It's a convenient way to run your household, customized to your family's needs, and the easy way to raise financially smart kids. Get started with Greenlight today and get your first month free at greenlight.com/Spotify.
And so for you, what is the most rewarding part of being a part of Dane Dances been?
For me, it's to see people enjoy themselves, and particularly when you see young kids that can barely walk. They get out on the floor and you see them move with the music. And
wiggle.
As well as our senior citizens, when they, pre-COVID, people used to come and their daughters or their sons used to bring their fathers and mothers out to the event to enjoy it, or their grandparents. Grandchildren would bring the grandparents out on a night out. To be able to see people of all ages enjoy something at the same event, and it tells you that the event is tailored for everyone. And it don't just happen. You have to strategically put stuff together that everybody can enjoy.
And how about a favorite memory?
they're all favorite to me. I be working. So I hear and I don't hear, and I see and I don't see, and I feel people. People want to talk to you, but I'm always headed somewhere doing 200 things that they got to be done, or making sure things are done the way that I think they should be done, and that everybody feel welcome, that everybody is treated fairly at the event, and things go well. So I'm running around. My mind is circling. So my memories is just getting through the night and enjoying the vibes that I run into with people.
Yeah.
Those are my memories. Every night is a different night.
Yeah, and I mean, you've been doing it for 15 years, like you said, so it's bringing you back.
Right.
And I mean, logistics are a real part of the picture. It's been a rainy summer. What happens to Dane dances in case of inclement weather? Are we dancing in the rain, or does the party move inside? We are
fortunate this year that every night we have rain back up at Monona Terrace inside. So we are blessed this year with that option. And so we're going to party, rain or shine. Come on out.
Good deal. I feel like some folks probably might be interested in, like, how do they get involved in Dane dances? Either as performers, volunteers, or supporters?
Well, on our website, we have both for sponsors. We have a link that sponsors can sign up. And we also have a volunteer sign-up page on our website as well. So if you want to volunteer, you can go on and sign up there. And if you're looking to perform, you can just go, and our email is on the website. You can send us an email. Either way, you can communicate with us by email as well as phone. And we address all inquiries, and we try to make sure we're true to our word and our mission that we will get back to you. We will communicate with you and let you know where we are.
Well, so in 25 years from now, what do we want to see at Dane Dances?
Well, when I got started, people always think I'm a little bit nutty, but I had a vision that we will have people from the rooftop of Monona Terrace all the way to the steps of the Capitol and have a band on both ends. That was still is and always will be, but the challenge becomes greater every year because costs keep going up and being able to raise money and put that on. But one day, whether it's me or Dane Dances, I would like to see that whole block of Martin Luther King filled in with people enjoying themselves, just as we do at Dane Dances.
I love that. That's a glorious picture. That is a glorious picture. How do we help? How do we help make that happen?
It's all about the community, and we get the challenge all the time. Why don't you do Fridays other than August? But the cost, if people come up and donate the money, we can put the events on. We know how to do it. It's all about costs. It's all about, can we arrange the funding to do the things that we envision?
Yes. So be generous in spirit and in other ways if you want to see that mission happen. I would absolutely love that. And yeah, before we let you go, any last words for folks coming out, things they should consider and getting to Dane Dances, anything like that?
What other thing is, we try to make Dane Dances accessible to everyone. So you can also bring a picnic basket. So we have food there, we have drinks there. You can't bring in alcohol, but you can bring in your own soft drinks and your own food basket, meals, or whatever you want to do. So we make it accessible. So there's no excuse to say, well, I can't afford to be there, because you can afford it. It's free.
Free 99. Well, Al, thank you so much for joining us and giving us the scoop on Dane Dances this year. It's been a beautiful dance chatting with you.
Thank you, Bianca. Have a great day.
That's Al Cooper, president of Dane Dances. To find more details about this year's lineup and series, head to our show notes for a link. That's all for today, here on CityCast Madison. I'm Bianca Martin. If you enjoyed the show, why not share this episode with the person in your life who can really get down on the dance floor? We'll be back tomorrow morning with more stories from around the city. Until then,